This camera costs $6,000, and yes, you heard that correctly. What's up, you guys? It's been a bit since I've done a video. Let's just jump into it. Kind of just a short video on this guy right here. I'm going to be comparing two cameras, the Leica Q2 as well as the Fujifilm Xpro 3. So we'll start off with the Xpro 3. I'm not going to do like a super in-depth review of the actual camera itself because there's plenty of videos on there on YouTube that you guys can watch. I'm just kind of doing a video to just explain what I liked about the camera and what camera out of the two I'm going to end up keeping. Been shooting with both cameras kind of on and off for the past month or so. I'll throw up a few images towards the end of the video just comparing the two, and then you can see if you can kind of spot the differences. I will say the black and whites coming out of the Leica are very strong and bold, which I kind of like, but the Fuji gets pretty darn close and I don't think you can tell too much of a difference, especially with some of the film simulations. So for starters, the Xpro 3 is sort of similar to like your rangefinder. It has an optical viewfinder right here, as well as an electronic viewfinder. I prefer using the electronic viewfinder. I just find the optical viewfinder to be a little bit lacking in some areas. Basically, I mean, you have all your top dials right up here for ISO, shutter speed, and your EVF adjustments. What I really like on the back of the camera, however, is the film simulations. I don't know if you can see it on here, but it shows you, so you don't actually have a screen on the back of the camera. You just have film, like this little window that kind of simulates like an old school film camera with the whatever film simulation you're shooting at that current time. You can flip down the back screen to see a more traditional view of the screen, but it kind of helps to not draw your focus to the pictures you're taking and kind of just keeping you here and looking through the viewfinder. I find that it just sort of slows me down a little bit, and I kind of prefer that because I was looking for something specifically just for photos that I could kind of just throw in a bag and take with me. I spent about a month or so with the Leica Q2 camera. It's definitely lives up to its name and hype of having superb image quality, build quality super strong. You're basically getting like an $8,000 lens for around $6,000 because this is a Summilux 1.7 28mm on full frame. Definitely over-engineered in terms of build quality and image quality, but that's why it costs as much as it does. I find that there's basically two groups of people, well, three. I mean, depending on what system you shoot, you're obviously going to be prefer that system over other ones, but I find that there's specifically Leica people and there's Fuji people in some of the forums that I've been reading. I think the best bang for your buck would be the Fuji Xpro 3 just because it's about $5,000 cheaper than the Leica Q2, but if you just have unlimited amounts of money to spend, I don't see any reason not to get the Leica, but I don't think that for what I'm doing with it, it's warranted to have that much of a camera. As much as I like the Leica Q2, I just couldn't justify the $6,000 price tag. At this point, they do make a monochrome version which only shoots black and white, which I'm interested in trying at some point in the future. But for now, I'm sticking with the Xpro 3, mostly due to price, but I also prefer Fuji and the film simulations that you get with it. The Leica shoots great raw files, but I kind of was looking for something that you can just throw in your pocket, throw in a bag, bring with you and not have to worry about editing really. I might just be shooting in JPEG for the most part with the film simulations that come with the Xpro 3. Hoping to get back into videos again a bit more once it gets into winter. I've been kind of busy this summer. Still recovering from a cold that I had about a month ago, if you can tell. Go check these guys out. My buddy and his friends started a film company, film 35mm traditional film company. They sell all sorts of different gear. They fix cameras. Go check these guys out. I'll put a link in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. It's got drawers. Look at this. It's got drawers. Now I have to box all this stuff back up. Oop. Definitely don't want to send it back dusty. I don't think that would bode very well.